pressure, want scream and tell somebody. Imagine 1500 US, and they're telling me super salary. I done fed up on the unemployment rate. Say somebody lie, they say one Guyana. Cause when you look with the oil money going, circulate with one set of banner. Cause I done fed up, you done fed up, he done fed up, she done fed up, we done fed up, the people fed up. You're hiding corruption inside the cup, look how we.
Yeah, my name is Jasnity Kaldata from City, Vietnam, and since 1965 I become a voter, and I always place my X next to the cup, and what they are doing today, I can't take it. So I have no more vote to give to PPP anymore. I'm not going to vote anymore no more. If they have to lose by one vote, they're losing it by data.
Pleasant good evening, everyone. Good evening, good evening. Welcome to Over to You. My name is Wayne Caesar. Today's date is the 22nd day of February 2025. Welcome to the program. Welcome, everyone. Marcia Jackman, Lorraine Beat, Neville Kissoon. Welcome to Over to You. I hope that you guys had a very a good and productive week. Miss Siobhan McDonald, welcome to the program. Emily Durant, Desiree Smart Felix, Deborah Clark, Sandra Hanover, Sandra Sargent, Vashti McNaught, Pam Halls, welcome. Michelle Justice, Mary Figueroa, Shelon Hillman, Victorino, welcome. Marlon Thomas, welcome, Miss Thomas. Mr. Chandra Paul Mahabir, my friend. It's a pleasure seeing you. Welcome. And Kit, Miss Brenda Casey. I owe you a call. I will make sure that I take care of that very soon. Welcome to the program. Welcome. Karen Clark, welcome to the program. Miss Brenda Braithwaite, a pleasant good evening to you. Welcome to the program. Golly God, my brother, it's always a pleasure. Ladies and gentlemen, over to you. A program for the people. By the people. This is your program. This is your investment. It's because of you I am here. You have built this program. Please do your administrative duty. Share the broadcast. Like the broadcast. Over to you. A show for the people, by the people. Miss Fidel Albert, welcome. The Honorable Keith Beresford, welcome to the program. Hazel Johnson, I see you, Miss Johnson. Welcome. Engel, I see you also. Kenneth DeFlormont, welcome to the program. Joycelyn Marshall, I see you guys. Welcome. Corinne Day, I see you. Matthew Dennison, omnipresent, I see you, sir. Welcome to the program, everyone. I hope you guys are doing well. Of course, every week in Guyana is an eventful week. It's an eventful week every week in Guyana. But ladies and gentlemen, we are getting closer to general and regional elections. And you might want to be like, Mr. Caesar, why are you saying that we're getting closer? We don't have biometrics in place. We don't have a new voters list in place. Well, ladies and gentlemen, my brothers and sisters, let's huddle together here this evening. Let's huddle together here as a family, and let's have a family discussion this evening. All right. It's not about just the programs, it's about the messaging. The messaging is the most important thing of these programs. What message are you sending? Okay. Who is the targeted audience of your message? Ladies and gentlemen, the target audience is all of Guyana. It's all of Guyana. All right? And the general question here is, are we going to continue to trend in the direction that we are trending in? All right. Are we going to continue to trend in the direction that we are currently trending in? I believe not. I believe not. Because, like I would have said on earlier programs, all right, the PPP is dealing with a different dispensation of Guyanese. All right. We're not hearing anything from CARICOM. We're not hearing anything from Maya Motley and all of these delegates who had a say. Maya Motley is the head of CARICOM now. Okay, she's the head of CARICOM. We're not hearing anything from any ambassador. I don't care if we have a new U.S. ambassador. The ambassador before this current ambassador, okay, had a major impact in the PPPC getting in to government. And I don't care about this whole thing that goes around. Okay, they wanted to evaluate the PPPC, and a lot of people is going to be in prison and the State Department. My brothers and sisters, stop listening to that nonsense. That is utter nonsense. How many delegations we had come down to Guyana to see what was happening? Okay? We had about 3 or 4 different groups come down from the United States in particular to Guyana to see what was happening, and the people would have spoken. What equity did the Guyanese people get out of those visits? What equity did the Guyanese, what difference have you guys seen from those visits? We have to be able to think in the box and outside of the box. And over the next few weeks, all right, we're going to test each other's knowledge here and our abilities to think. Okay? Because right now, what is happening in Guyana, the fix is on. The fix is on. All right? Deception is roaring through Guyana right now, in all the African villages particularly. Deception is rolling through. I know you guys are smart. I know that you guys are very smart. So I don't have to tell you guys on this program, I don't have to tell you guys what I mean when I say deception is rolling through the villages of Guyana. But I can say one thing. The PNCR, the AFC, the WPA, I haven't heard yet from the People's Movement. But I kind of know what to expect there already. I haven't heard from Comrade Simona Broom's new party as yet. Okay? But the PNCR, the AFC, and the WPA. And by the way, let me say ANOG. ANOG need to be forthcoming. The people of Guyana needs to know where ANOG stands. Okay? And ANOG, as a collective, I believe that that party owes an apology to the general public of Guyana. But let me just continue here. The 3 parties that I would have just mentioned, all 3 of them have laid out a vision for the people of Guyana. So I just want to educate Guyanese a little bit here. You have these three parties that have a vision for you. You have people showing up in your community that has no vision whatsoever, have not disclosed any vision, have not been there from the get-go. But you seek to worship them. You seek to worship them. Brothers and sisters, we got to start thinking. Okay? We have to start thinking. We got to be very, very serious. Our vote, especially this critical crossroad year, our vote is equally critical where we put it. And when I say critical, I'm going to lay it on the line. I'm going to put myself out there. When you vote, you guys are voting as to whether I continue to be able to come on here and do programs. Because spending 5 years speaking to a people and they're still going out there and doing what is wrong. It is wrong. What the PPP is doing in Guyana is absolutely wrong. Guyana is not a democracy. Let's not lie to ourselves. You cannot keep endorsing what is wrong, but you want people to come out, right, and fight it. No, you got to join the fight. You got to join the fight. My brothers and sisters on the ground in Guyana, I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing this because I love and care for you. No, all I ask is that you show that you love yourself. All I ask is that you show that you want a better future for your children, grandchildren, and your bloodline in future years. Because that is what is on the line. You have a government that is sitting there that is not people-centric. Are you guys not seeing that? Don't be blinded by $100,000 cash grant where I see lines stretching 400 and 500 meters long, people in massive crowds, fainting, waiting for their check. People going to the bank and cannot cash out the entire check. Because, like I said, our banks in Guyana is having liquidity issues, and they weren't prepared to handle this cash distribution. We need accountable people. We need people that has the necessary expertise to lead Guyana as a nation. We are so susceptible, ladies and gentlemen. It's not just the PPPC government see the Guyanese people as weak and susceptible. That's what they see you guys as. Why you think they operate in the manner that they operate? Because you're weak. You have never stood up and demand that they be accountable. You sat there in your homes, living in poverty, and watching these government ministers building apartment buildings and doing all the things that they're doing. Getting rich beyond human imagination. Yet we sit, and yet we continue to look on. Like if the brain that the Almighty would have provided us with is not working. Well, here, I got news for you guys. Because what Dr. Hines did, he sent out medication to everybody in the form of the message that he would have sent just over a week ago. And I hope that Guyanese are taking that medication. Okay? Because you guys have to sit down and say to yourselves, nobody's going to study me. Nobody is going to study me. No one is going to condition me. No one is going to subjugate me to whatever they want to subjugate me to. I am a human being. And I am of the belief that all human beings are born equally. I'm going to segue quickly here. Why I'm going to segue? Because many of us, we sit down and we call ourselves Doctor this and Doctor that and Honorable this and Honorable that. Yet, we don't just see Guyanese. Oh no. We don't just see Guyanese. We see Amerindian Guyanese. We see Guyanese of Portuguese descent. We see Guyanese of Chinese descent. We see Guyanese of African descent. We see Guyanese of East Indian descent. And we see mixed Guyanese. That's all we see. Many of us in the high positions, what do we see? And when I say many of us in the high positions, the opposition gets a complete pass on this. I am speaking directly to the PPPC and their supporters. Yes. Oh, yes. You supporters, I'll deal with you. I'll deal with you. Tonight is going to be interesting. Tonight is going to be very interesting. I'm speaking directly to the PPPC. Your vision, your undisclosed vision to the people of Guyana. Don't worry with what you're putting out there. Nah, deep down in your hearts, right? Remember there's a saying, say what you mean and mean what you say. Deep down in your hearts, that's not what you mean. Oh, that's not what you mean. Because that's not what you display in your covenants. That is not what you display in your covenants. All right. Oh, I'm going to build a cat. Oh, yes. There ain't no holding back. Your vision is to gain ethnic supremacy. Why you think you guys map Guyana out? Why you guys think that Guyana was mapped out? Oh, yes. So you guys can control land distribution. You see housing? No allege. You guys are full of corruption. Nasty, dirty, stink corruption. Filthy. All of you. Minister of Housing, garbage. Garbage. The people of Guyana need to change. You all name some ministers and just start calling you guys crooks of the PPPC. Transparency International. A score of 39. And you guys going and argue? Argue what? Where is your evidence to back your argument? Where is your evidence to back your argument? There's no evidence. That guy who comes on Thursday, you gonna banish Dr. Hines? Banish who? Banish who? Well, if you're gonna banish Dr. Hines, you're too late. Or brandish or whatever, Dr. Hines, you're too late. Oh yes, because he got his little minions. He's already created them. You're late. You're late. Oh yes. Jermaine Figueroa, you trying to defame Dr. Hines? Leonard Craig, you guys trying to defame Dr. Hines? Guys, your feet can't fit in his shoes. Don't try it. What are you trying to do? Defame Dr. Hines so he can be tossed to the side, and you guys are going to take the hem and march the people that look like you to the gallows? Oh, this is serious this afternoon. Jermaine Figueroa, who can you lead? Who can you lead? Maybe the few kids that you have in your classroom. Because, my brother, it ain't working up here for you. And I rescind my word, brother. You can't be my brother. You can't be my brother. I see where your objections are. You have a trend. You're sitting on the wrong side of the aisle, bro. You are on the wrong side of the aisle. Oh, today is about belling the cat. Today is about belling the cat. That's what we're going to do today, brothers and sisters. We're going to bell the cat. Jermaine Figueroa, what I understand is that you lack respect for the leader of the opposition. Hey, I got a problem with that. Who are you? Who are you to go rogue on your leader? Whomever put you as a parliamentarian in parliament, they need to wake up and remove you forthwith. I don't care who it is. You know why? You know why? I stopped caring about people in government. All right? This is about the Guyanese people. We cannot afford to care about people in government anymore. Because what we're seeing is that people in government don't care about us. So if you don't care, we don't care. And let's see where this goes, because the masses always win. There is no government that can handle the masses. And I want the PPP to understand this, and all of you in government to understand this, that I believe that myself and a few others that is with me have the ability to bring the masses against you. Oh, you think that Guyanese are just going to sit down and allow you guys to just trample and walk over them? You think Guyanese are just going to sit down and allow one man at the stroke of his pen to determine whether they're going to get continuous cash grants or not? One man at the stroke of his pen going to determine whether GCOM put together a new voters list and put together biometrics? What has happened to us, brothers and sisters? What really has happened to us? And I'm going to say a targeted statement to the Guyanese of African descent, man. Have we forgotten what all four parents would have gone through? Have we forgotten the sacrifices that they have made? Really? Really? Listen, people call me all the time. I hear about how much you guys party and all of that stuff. Who you think you're enriching? Yourselves? We're going to talk some real talk. You know? If y'all want to hate me, or if y'all want to don't like me, and I'm not talking to my people on the program, I'm talking about people who it's shared to and these type of things, go right ahead. But what you're going to find out is that my message is absolutely the truth. It is absolutely the truth. And to you, Guyanese of East Indian descent, particularly you, not all of you, particularly the ones that vote PPP, and even other Guyanese across all 6 ethnic groups, for that matter, that vote PPP, y'all ain't got no respect for y'all Mati. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes I got to break it down, you know, take away my professional language and break it down in our Guyanese language that, you know, we speak on the ground in Guyana from time to time, right? Whenever we feel like we catch up with friends and we want to talk how we want to talk. Y'all ain't care about y'all Mati. Y'all ain't love y'all Mati. Y'all feel that this government is doing right by y'all Mati. 48 to 53% in poverty, and we got less than 1 million people. Show me, ladies and gentlemen, where is this government working for the people? Just show me. Simple. Look, I come and we do these programs and we bring simple facts and place it on the table. Simple facts we just bring and we place on the table. Show me where the PPP is working for the people. Back to Transparency International and your argument. Okay, PPP, I'm going to give you guys some ideas. I know that you're not going to listen to my ideas, but sometimes it's good to beat and teach a little bit, you know, ladies and gentlemen. You got to beat and teach sometimes. All right? You want to start mitigating corruption? Let's first start by engaging the opposition and giving them access to all necessary documents. Let's start by presenting accurate reports on the Natural Resource Fund to the opposition, and also removing 2 of your members on that Natural Resource Fund board and allowing the opposition to put the 2 people that they selected, Dr. Vincent Adams, and I don't know the name of the other person. But here I'm going to say this. PPP, who gives you the right to decide who the heck the opposition put on the Natural Resource Fund board? How are you deciding for yourself as a party and you deciding for the opposition too? What kind of governance is that? No wonder Guyana is in the position that it is in. Citizens of Guyana, these questions that I am pushing out here, these are the questions you guys need to be asking yourself. You can't just get up and mundanely you go to work during the week and every Saturday afternoon you sit down outside and y'all take a drink and oh, we enjoying life. And then when one of your children is brutally murdered out there, you come out and say, we got to fight it. We got to fight these injustices. Where were you all the time? You waited until the problem hit home and then to come out. Brothers and sisters, and when I said brothers and sisters, I mean all 6 ethnic groups. I know there are PPP supporters that's going to curse me and go on. You guys curse me. Go right ahead. But show me one of your leaders that has the type of visions that I have for Guyana and its people. Show me one of your leaders that have the type of vision that the coalition opposition has for the people of Guyana. That is people-centric. That is based on developing the human capital in the country. How can you do 5 straight years, going on 6 straight years of infrastructure development? Okay, you can do that. But now with the budget being so lopsided in favor of infrastructure development, and there is no fiscal space in your budget to eradicate poverty. How? Guys, come. No. Ashley saying, come on. Explain to me. Because you drive the most expensive car. You got money. You guys got money. Jack Dio got so much money, I want to know why he still wants to be around. You know why you want to be around? You know why you want to be around? Because his job is to make sure that none of you Guyanese, none of you gain any equity. Don't worry, $100,000 cash grant. Look, it's money. It's money. Okay? But where I'm from and what I do, all right, that's petty cash. Okay? That's petty cash being given out to Guyanese. Many would want you guys to take that and go, oh my God, PPP. No, it's your own money. PPP what? PPP what? Oh, them guys give me a contract. What? It's taxpayers' money. And then you guys come out. Wear the red t-shirt. Young businessmen. You guys know who you guys know yourselves. I ain't gotta call your name. I'm not gonna allow you the latitude to have your name called on my program. No way. No way. Wear the red. Your thinking is shallow. You're dense. You think what happened for you is going to happen for the normal young person in Guyana? You are a walking billboard for the PPP. You got to dream PPP. You got to sleep PPP. You got to speak for your change. What are you talking about? You didn't just straight up get a contract and you're doing your work and remaining neutral. You didn't get a contract and doing your work and speaking your mind out against government and everybody else. Because you can still, although you have a contract, it's a government contract, it's the taxpayers' money, you still see the wrongs and you're calling them out. A la Apostle Nigel Eliakim, formerly known as Apostle Nigel London. Huh? Nah. You wear your red t-shirt. Y'all come and follow me. It's all about advancement. All right. All right. Where is the long-term sustainability for that advancement? You guys, you're selfish. You're selfish. That's what you are. You're selfish. All you think about is yourselves. And you young people who follow these guys, man, you're being misled. Okay? Their means is not a means to a positive end. Come on. Join Dr. David Hines on Politics 101. Join Mark Benchcop on Straight Up. Join me here on Saturdays and be properly educated as to who you are and who you should be. Don't worry the fast money. Oh no, it's not just about making money. It's about how you make it. It's not about making money. When you make money the wrong ways, you find a hunger to always want. It becomes a trend. Okay? You become immune to doing anything that is good. You're seeing it. You're seeing it. You're seeing it in the first vice president. You're seeing it in Anil Nandalal. You're seeing it in Barajagdio. They are immune to doing anything that is righteous and good. Continue, Guyanese, to be led by these people. You notice that I'm not lashing out at anybody, but you have other people from other countries coming into Guyana and reaping the benefits of Guyana. While you guys, like the whole word we used to get, that's calling Guyana, while you guys sit down like lappy dogs in your own country, and your government taking care of other people. People marching up in our communities, and we flocking around them. I called this so long ago. When I first started doing programs, I said that the PPP intention is to make Guyanese suffer to the point that when they or any of their people or anyone walk into the community, the people are going to fall to their knees. It has started. You guys have started praising people. All right. You guys have started praising people. And while, you know, one of the reasons that is happening, opposition are going to call you guys out. How many social media programs are you guys going to formulate? They already got social media. There's already social media. If you're going to formulate social media programs, have the program on Pleasance Line Top, have the program on Golden Grove Market, have the program on BV Triumph, go to Monterey Post too. Don't be biased. Go everywhere. The PPPCs walk up in any community. The police is not willing. The police is not willing to escort you guys when you guys want to go to the villages that are predominantly East Indian. Create your own security, man. When there's bingo, Congress Place is packed to the rim. Look, man. Hey, if people are upset with me, like I said, who vex? Facts has to be told. Facts has to be told. When I look at all three leaders across the board in the opposition, Dr. Hines stands out. He stands out. You know why? Number one, he's willing to bail the cat. He is willing to bail the cat. What I like with the other two leaders, none of the two of them has come out publicly and defame him. And I hope they don't. I just hope they don't. Because if they do, I'm going to be upfront. Lashes is going to share. Dr. Hines' position is 100% correct. This here, February of 2025, Black History Month. His statement was needed. It was necessary. Also, what his statement has proven, and also with the defections that we are seeing in the opposition, is that the apparatus, the framework is weak and needs strengthening. You can't let egos win. You got to reach out to the pertinent people. Advice is lacking. Advice is lacking. The approaches is not aligning. The vision is not preached enough to the people. You need to be on the ground promoting your vision. All three parties. But the WPA, they're small. They're small. And they are knit. They are adjointed by the hip. They cannot be separated. They will not allow themselves or allow anybody to infiltrate their small party and separate it. The sample is small. But I love the leadership position. The sample is small, but the leadership position, the leadership approach is correct. Now, I'm going to elaborate just a little bit. Allow me the latitude, ladies and gentlemen. I'll give Dr. Hines, elaborate on Dr. Hines for 1 minute here. Dr. Hines, for many years, have been misunderstood. And it's like when people go to talk, they get amnesia. They just forget. Let's remember that Dr. David Hines battled the PNC back in the days because he stood up for what he thought was right. So PPP, when you see Dr. Hines battling you, he's not just standing up for what he sees right. All of us sees what is wrong, by the way. Let me correct myself with you guys. We see what is wrong with your governance approach in Guyana. We see what is wrong with you not engaging the opposition, bypassing them, making all your decisions unilateral. ID, unilateral. Boy, I say ID, unilateral decision. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what just slipped into my brain? Did we not just finish the Guyana Energy Conference? You guys know what the PPP said. You guys know what the opposition did not represent at the Guyana Energy Conference. You know why? The PPP said the opposition doesn't have any qualified individual. Barry Jack was qualified to be one of the keynote speakers at the Guyana Energy Conference. And Dr. Adams get to sit at home because he's not qualified. Isn't Guyana a real joke? The country is a joke. The country is a joke. And if the Guyanese people continue with their posture, they all are going to be jokers in their country. All of you guys are going to just be a bundle of jokers in there. It's going to be the blind leading the blind. Facts to be told. Facts to be told. You guys got a runaway train right in your country. You guys are mum. You can't speak. You have given government so much power in your country. There's no we the people in Guyana. You have given government so much power that they're using the own apparatus that you pay your taxes, the Guyana police force, to protect you. That apparatus that was placed there to protect you against you. Look at the young man shot. All right. I get a phone call. I gonna call some names. You guys know I always call names on my program. Police Commissioner Clifton Hakin. I start off with you. Calvin Brutus. I know that dash you out. But your name gonna still call here. And you know something? You haven't given the Guyanese people much of what's been going on internally. So your name gonna call. Your name gonna call. We ain't giving nobody no free pass. That's over. That's over. That's done. We passed that. Fazil Karimbash, Mitchell Caesar, Errol Watts, the Director of Public Prosecution, Ms. Shalimar Haq, AG Anil Nandalal, Mr. Bodram, and Mr. Wendell Blanom. Here's a word from the people. Y'all ain't performing. Y'all are not performing on their behalf. That's the word from the people. No, I'll ask any one of you guys. Not even particularly. You guys control. You guys control. This is a core here of the Guyana Police Force, along with the PPP. All right, guys, y'all don't let me forget. Y'all gotta help me here, ladies and gentlemen. Don't let me forget the PPP. Because the Guyana Police Force probably should be the Guyana People's Progressive Party civic force. The Guyana Election Commission, the Guyana PPPC Election Commission, the ERC, right? The PPPC Ethnic Relations Commission. And we can go on. Don't let me forget the most important piece of the apparatus, the PPPC. The people say that you guys are not executing. Here, what I'm going to ask you guys, your entire police force. Over the last 6 months, can you guys send us a list of how many young people might have been going down the wrong road, might have been skipping school, or whatever, may have been caught doing something that they're not supposed to be doing, that you guys would have disciplined in a nice professional way, took the child home, or speak to the young man consistently that is standing on the corner, encouraging him, hey man, you don't need to stand on this corner every day. People are accusing you of picking pockets. Come, we're going to take you down to Critchlow Labor College and see if they got a trade, or we're going to take you to a trade school and see if there's something that you could learn. Or, hey, come, look, this person got a little job here. Hold on to this job. Don't make no mischief. Don't do anything. Try to build yourself up a future. Try to go to some evening classes. Man, look, ladies and gentlemen, I say this, Guyana is the way it is because there's no resources for young people. They are lost. Okay? And let me say something to the PPP government. Every time you see one of them are killed or get shot, I put the blame squarely at your feet. I put the blame squarely at your feet. All right? You guys are weak. You're irresponsible. All right? There's no fiscal responsibility to the people of Guyana. Electricity, no good. Water, no good. All right? Nothing. What are you guys doing? Name me 5 things that the PPP has done that has served the people of Guyana greatly. Help me out, guys. Help me out. Don't call it cash grant. Don't call it cash grant because 500 US after about, this is, I would call maybe the 6th year of extraction, is not good enough. Right? I called that petty cash before. Right? I called that petty cash before. Me, vision for the Guyanese people, what I would have been telling them, hey, we got massive projects like the new Demerara Harbor Bridge, and these are the projects that are happening now. We want to try to wrap these up, and then we're going to move into a position where we're going to slash, all right, that percentage that's allocated to the infrastructure budget in half. Slash that. We're going to put some more with it. And we are going to be dealing with human capital. I would not have even had to do that, because from the inception, I recognize that our people are at a disadvantage in many ways. In certain ways, we lack training, we lack the expertise to keep up with the external world. We want our people to be able to be world market beaters, because it has happened in the past. It has happened in the past where we had literacy levels that was 84, 89% and all these type of things. Look at our matriculation rate. Look at it. You inherit it at 49%. You're the fastest growing economy in the world the last 5 going on 6 years. And your matriculation rate is 25%. Barry Jagdeo, how do you guys defend these things? How do you guys defend these things? By coming on Thursday and saying, oh, APNU, yes, APNU and Barnum. Oh, come on. This year is going to be what? 40 years since LFS Barnum has left this earth? Come on, Jagdeo. The man who paved the way for you to have an education. This is how you speak of him? Because he's no longer here with us? Well, we will stand up for him. LFS Barnum is the best thing that have happened to Guyana. Given what we were dealing with? Really? Oh, you guys need to check all the boxes, man. When you're going to speak, you need to check all the boxes. Right? Jermaine Figueroa, check all the boxes. That's something for you, Leonard Craig. All of you guys. When Dr. Hines spoke, you guys never took into consideration who was speaking. He's a professor of history. What are the chances of him erring in a statement? Very, very low. Very, very low. When that statement was made, I stayed up late and analyzed it over and over. Okay? And I came to my conclusion that same night, because I knew the statement was a warning to the broader audience, but it was targeted to a specific audience. It was targeted to a specific audience. We need to start thinking. We got a brain. Let's use it. You guys want to talk? Jermaine, you want to talk? What's going on with the Public Accounts Committee? That was a horrible thing the opposition did. Putting you responsible for the Public Accounts Committee. It has been a disaster, ladies and gentlemen. Can you believe that the PPP will be finishing up their 5-year term? And we have not started to dissect the spending for their first year yet. Man, when I think of these things, man, it irks me. It just shows me that the politicians are being paid for doing absolutely nothing. Guyanese, when are we going to bail the cat? Don't be intimidated. Don't be intimidated. These politicians are not that smart that you guys can't compete. Oh, I dare you not to think that way. Oh, I dare you not to think that way. Whenever I step into a room or I step into a conference room, I am never of the opinion that I am inferior to anyone. Why? And for what? Because somebody may have more money than you, it makes you inferior to them? No. No, ladies and gentlemen. No. It doesn't make you inferior. Okay? What I have, I know that I would have earned every cent of it legally. I would have paid taxes on every cent of it legally. Don't shortchange yourself, my brothers and sisters. When you look across and you see somebody have something big and lavish, and don't try to achieve that either. Have your own vision for yourself and your family. Have your own vision for yourself as an individual and your family. Don't worry about what others have. You don't know what they're doing for that. We're coming down to the close. I'm going to ask all producers to give me the latitude of an extra 10 to 15 minutes tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, there has been a call. There has been a call on the government to accept deportees. There have been a call on the government, I repeat myself, to accept deportees. I want to say something. The laws of people being deported, I have some questions with regards to that. All right? I have some questions with regards to that. All right? I'm going to do this very quickly. All right? Because we have to start wrapping up. If you are going to deport people back or out of your country, it is mandatory, I believe, that you deport that person to the country that they would have came from. You cannot deport Venezuelans and other people back to Guyana. Without knowing the exact details of what was discussed behind closed doors. I am making these assertions. Because the opposition, remember, it's like the opposition is not in existence. Right? You cannot deport Venezuelans back to Guyana. They didn't come to you from Guyana as Guyanese citizens. They came to you as Venezuelan citizens when you accept them into your country. It is not fear. It just shows you that the larger economy are passing off their problems to the smaller countries. What does that do? It then stifles the chances of smaller countries developing. You guys feel it in the interest of these larger countries to see smaller countries develop? Just drop it in the comments. Just drop your answers in the comments. Because I don't believe so. But I want to say this. With these deportees coming back to Guyana, does or is the government making any type of preparations to receive these people? Okay? To give them the necessary counseling they need before being reintegrated into society. I don't want to bar talk deportees, especially if I don't know who they are. But when you hear Barajagio saying that he would gladly accept them, my skin grew, ladies and gentlemen. Because I'm saying accept them for what? Why are you gladly going to accept them? To create death squads again? That's going to walk around and intimidate and execute on your behalf? Ladies and gentlemen, as I leave this evening, okay, I am handing it over to you that this week you're going to sit down, you're going to examine yourselves as an individual, you're going to examine what is happening in our country, the Cooperative Republic of Guyana. And based on our discussion tonight, you're going to make the necessary, prudent decisions that's going to bring about change, that's going to eradicate poverty, that's going to bring about prosperity for the citizens of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana. We don't have much time. I always think of the pensioners. What are we doing? Are we sacrificing them? Let's come out. Let's stand up so that they can see prosperity before their eyes close and they leave this world. All right? Also, I encourage everyone to pray. However you do it, pray. Because we're dealing with a lot of evil here. My brothers and sisters, I love you all. I hope that our exchange this evening was meaningful and edifying. All the love in the world to you guys. Until next weekend, I say so long and over to you. Good night, everyone.
Yeah, my name is Jacinty Caldata, Francis Vietnam, and since 1965 I become a voter, and I always place my ex next to the cup, and what they are doing today, I can't take it. So I have no more vote to give to PPP anymore. I'm not going to vote anymore no more. If they have to lose by one vote, they're losing it by data.